Welcome back. You're watching Roundtable, and we were just asking a question from the group captain Janika Nanakhara, and it was about technology and the role of Air Force. Very briefly.
Yes, actually, technology played a huge role. In very short, I would like to say, technology saw that the weapons were delivered in precision on the target, and that the damage to the enemy was maximized and ensured that no civilians or civilian infrastructure got was affected by this. So what we saw, the difference of the humanitarian operation with the past engagements of this type with the same enemy, I would say, was the selection of the right technology and its application to ensure that it had probably the best, I would say, the best return on investment.
So then with respect to capturing Tamil Chelvam, the target and precision, I guess that is.
Yes,
again
it was the ground intelligence was received, surveillance confirmed it, the location, and it was technology and of course the capacity and the capability of the pilots ensured that the weapons were delivered with precision on the target, and we all know what happened.
Right, and also I think Major General Prasad Samarasinghe about again something similar to that was about the Swarnam in the eastern, the terrorist leader, and Wakare, how he was captured. So I guess there's a coordinated effort among the Navy and the Air Force and the military. So moving on, if we can talk about the role of resettlement when it comes to military and resettlement of the IDPs, you can take it on from there.
Yeah, but before that, I must tell that technology-wise, the army also has got a lot of equipments. Technology-wise, very advanced technology. That is why we were able to finish this war in very soon, because our field commanders were able to see what was happening just ahead of them through actually the UAV. Then it came to our systems, that is radio relay, and from there we were able to show. Give that facility to all our service, in the sense the field commanders. And when you there are a lot of things I can talk about technology which army has got, and but when it comes to resettlement, so first I will take eastern province. There were 2,14,000 civilians were displaced, but they were resettled within 9 months. Not a single civilian is now in the camps in the eastern province. So for that, the army did a major role in the eastern province for this Naganhira Navodaya. Then you come to the northern province, that is the Vanni theatre. There Vanni and northern province, there were more than 3 lakh, around 3 lakh civilians were displaced, and now only 64,800 odd civilians are there as at today, because all the others were resettled. And the major part is done by the army for this resettlement, and the development part also. Before resettlement, we had to do the demining part. We are doing a lot of mines are there. It's easy to lay mines, but it's very difficult to remove those things. So Sri Lankan engineers, that is from our Sri Lankan Engineer Corps, there are 1,200 deminers we have deployed to remove the mines for demining purposes, especially in the Mullaitivu district and the Kilinochcha district. So that's why we were able to resettle our people, these innocent civilians, as soon as possible. And also the development work. Before resettling, a lot of things we have to provide to them, and mainly the army takes the leadership, and same time army construct houses, then constructing roads, then irrigation systems, and army take the leadership in those areas. So for resettlement, and that is why the resettlement, we were able to resettle this amount of people within very short time. Of course the government, they support us, they take the leadership, and army support for the resettlement program. Army support this Utturu Vasanthe also.
So basically we are talking about 3 aspects here: the resettlement and the development process and demining. So that is why sometimes even when other agencies like the international organizations urges that IDPs have to be resettled fast as possible, these processes have to also be taking place. So Major General, if you can continue to talk about as to why this particular war could not conclude before the last 30 years, and why did it happen this time?
Well, you can't blame the people, those who were there previously also, because during the last 30 years we were trying to win this war, but in certain time we had certain difficulties, in the sense we were not given what we wanted, and same time the political leadership was not there. We were asked to go and capture certain areas, but next day we were asked to withdraw, because there was no clear cut instructions and there was no will actually. Then everybody thought that we can't win this war, so that is why we couldn't win this war for the last so many years. But this time the clear political leadership and the leadership of the Secretary Defence, and the leadership of all ranks, all levels of the Sri Lankan army, and the coordination between all three services, and especially we must not forget the police and especially the civil defence force, which there are 40,000 civil defence force personnel now, and then the technology what we got, the equipments we got, the training and the commitment, and the clear cut instructions, and our aim was only one aim we had, that is to finish this war, somehow finish this terrorism from this country, and get these civilians into our areas. So that was our aim. So clear cut aim, that was the main thing, and the commitment of our soldiers and the officers, and the clear political leadership, and the leadership of all three services, at all levels, and the training, and same time the commitment, not only the commitment, the masses were behind us, and the media. So I must thank not only the media which I mentioned earlier, even the private media, except certain private media, all the others were behind us, whole country was behind us, and the parents, those who gave their sons and daughters to the services, to the forces, and same time we must not forget about the people, those who sacrificed their lives for this peace, to bring peace into our country, because we fought this war, as I said earlier, to bring peace to the whole country. So not only for one race or one political party, the Sri Lankan forces belongs to whole Sri Lankans, all Sri Lankans.
Okay, thank you, Major General. And going back to Captain Atula Senarath, what is the role of the Navy in the post-conflict era? Very briefly, because we are running out of time.
Yes, we are continuing to protect our sea areas, that is our territorial waters around the country, and at the same time that operations, the surveillance, the naval operations, they are continued to ensure that the terrorism will not be emerged in this country again. So our things are continued. At the same time, we are contributing to the development of the country also. You see in our the vast sea area that we have. So our exclusive economic zone is about 200 nautical miles from the coastline, and it is 7 times of the landmass now. Now we have demanded our rights to the United Nations organization. Now if it is approved, it is going to be 21 times of our landmass, the exclusive economic zone. All the resources, the fishery, minerals, whatever the resources, oil, gas, whatever the resources we have in that area has to be protected by the Navy, because that is going to be our sea area. So protecting of the resources in the sea area, that is one aspect that we are looking for, and we are going for the big ships also to have the surveillance continuously in that area. So in that case, the fishing industry is very much important. So we have a great concern about the improving of the fishing industry, and great contribution from the Navy also to that aspect. Recently, Command of the Navy visited all the fisher communities in the northern and eastern provinces as